Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the channel where we talk about crypto and economics and lots of really fun things. Just a reminder, a free way you can support this channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification button as well so that you don't miss a thing with rapidly evolving crypto content. And so, okay, let's dive on into this. I kind of want to share with you what's on my mind right now. We're in this battle. I'm in this battle. This is in my headspace between lots and lots of different things. So where do I even begin? Let's start with September. September is historically not a good month. It's usually flat, but most of the time down, very rarely green. I am not expecting September to be a good month for Bitcoin. And, you know, there's that famous Green Day song, Wake Me Up When September Ends. I don't know the name of it. Maybe that is the name of it. But that's how I'm feeling right now. We're about to enter into September, and I just want it to be October. And for crypto reasons, at least, I really do love September as a month, but October is historically one of the 3 best months of the year, and so is November. I would love for it to be October right now, but we have to navigate our way through September. And so what am I feeling? And I am emphasizing that word, feeling, about September, and I'm going to compare my feelings to something else later in this video. I am feeling like September, there's going to be plenty of days where we're going to be panicked because we think it's over. And I have a great deal of confidence, even with my feelings about September, that it's not going to be over in September. I see no reason whatsoever to be selling crypto in September, no matter how bad it gets. And how bad is it going to get? Anything's possible, you know, anything's possible. And so that kind of leads me into another point is there are certain people who are speaking in terms of bearishness. There's people I follow on X. Some people have pointed out to me, I don't know if this is true, Calvin Hill on TikTok is a bear right now. No idea if that's true. And so there are people whose opinions I respect who are saying that we're going to the 40,000s in September. And I look at the rate cuts and I'm like, all right, you know what? What's going to happen leading up to the rate cuts? Could it be the buy the rumor, sell the news event? Could it be whatever? My feeling is this constant feeling since really around the peak in March of just this impending doom. And that's just so tiring with being a crypto holder, is a feeling of impending doom. But what do we pair that with, or what do we do instead? We don't go by feelings on this channel. Okay, so what am I looking at? Well, I'm looking at the altcoin charts, and the altcoin charts are telling me an entirely different story. The altcoin charts are telling me that we have bottomed out, that for most of them, August 5th was the bottom. And for some, like Aerodrome and ICP, August 5th was not the bottom. July 5th was the bottom. And looking at the charts, if I'm just looking at the charts and removing my feelings from this, I am continuing to say that now is a great time to be dollar cost averaging and hodling and, you know, buying the dip with altcoins. And I want to talk a little bit about the significance about buying these altcoins now, but I'm just looking at the charts and it looks to me like we've bottomed out. Now, another thing though, I mean, Bitcoin going to the 40s, if it were to go to the 40s, like some people are calling for, these altcoins have bottomed so much, a lot of them have, that I just don't think that they'd go all that much lower than where they are right now. So, even if I'm wrong about the charts, this is still a good time to be DCAing, hodling, and buying every dip. And so where do we go from here? Here's where I want to go. I just want to point something out. A lot of cryptocurrencies are back to their bear market bottoms. Some are not. Okay, so Nakamoto Games was at 7 cents in the bear market. It's over $1 right now. Pendle got down as low as 4 cents in the bear market. It's over $3 right now. It's already done more than a 100x from its bear market bottom to its peak around $7. So those are not at their bear market bottoms. Those could still go down. Looking at the Pendle chart, it looks bullish. Looking at the Nakamoto Games chart, that also looks bullish. So I'm not saying they're going down to their bear market bottom. There are only really a handful of cryptocurrencies that are still well above their bear market bottoms. Ondo, Pendle, Nakamoto Games, some other RWA cryptos, some AI cryptos, a lot of AI cryptos. But other than that, a lot of them are at their bear market bottoms. But think about this. All right, I already gave you a couple of examples of cryptocurrencies from their bear market bottoms that did multiple X's. And even with an $80,000 price target, I am quite convinced that there are cryptos right now that are at similar levels to when Pendle was at 4 cents and Nakamoto Games was at 7 cents. We are at the same level where we were at this time in 2020. Now, we had a big run up in altcoins and then we went right back down, and right now we've reached an equilibrium to where we were in 2020. Now, that doesn't mean that I think we're going until full-blown alt season in May of 2025. That would be great. I don't think so, just like what we had with 2021, but the opportunities are abundant. And so looking at the charts versus the feeling of impending doom, it makes sense personally, and you need to do some analysis on your own, but it makes sense personally for me to go with what I see on the charts versus what I'm feeling. Okay? And do your own research, not financial advice, all of that. What else can we talk about? Structurally, a lot of altcoins, they just look really good. They've broken their downtrends. And then somebody could point out to me, Bitcoin's bear market bottom was at $15,600 thereabouts. It is right now, as of the moment that I'm making this video, between $60,000 and $61,000. And so you could say, yeah, but Bitcoin could easily still go down to its bear market bottom, I suppose. I mean, that would very much deviate from anything having related. But I do want to remind you with that, the wrench that I keep on mentioning that has been thrown into the system with the spot Bitcoin ETFs. And so I made a video, I've probably already mentioned this in a different YouTube video, around the time that Bitcoin was at $30,000. I made a video calculating where I thought Bitcoin's price would be if the spot Bitcoin ETFs had already launched. And so what I came to the conclusion of, which has pretty much played itself out perfectly right now, so far at least, I came to the conclusion that when Bitcoin was at $30,000, that if the spot Bitcoin ETFs had already been launched and had already done their initial accumulations, that the price of Bitcoin would be around $53,000. $23,000 higher, about 70% higher than where it was when Bitcoin was at $30,000. So here we are, Bitcoin is at around let's just say $60,000. All right, so that would be 70% higher, in my opinion, than where Bitcoin would be if these spot Bitcoin ETFs did not exist. So you think about it like that. That would mean if the spot Bitcoin ETFs did not exist right now, Bitcoin would be somewhere around in the upper 30s, which is right at its 200-week, simple moving average. The 200-week simple moving average is right around $38,000. If you don't know about the 200-week simple moving average, that is historically a phenomenal time to buy. That typically marks the bear market bottom. In 2021, because of the FTX collapse, we spent a prolonged amount of time below the 200-week simple moving average. But just think about this. Bitcoin at $60,000 because of the spot Bitcoin ETFs, because of how much they've accumulated, that is the equivalent to Bitcoin being at its typical bear market bottom level, the 200-week simple moving average. So should you be bearish on Bitcoin right now? I would say no, looking at the charts, okay? That's all I have for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful rest of your week. Have a good one. Peace.